Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how I made these two wedding cards using the new Easy Events stamp set. I received the set free for attending convention this year. It's an amazing set because it has 8 really cute images with awesome wording to cover a lot of occasions. I'll show it to you at the end of the video. I want to go ahead and get started and show you how I made these two cards. I'll start with the smaller one because I want to show you how I did these little corners with the trim corner punch, and then I'll finish by doing the larger one. As I go, the measurements will be posted on the screen, and I'll also include written instructions in a PDF document on my blog. So let's get started. I'm going to begin by stamping the little bird image with the greeting in the Jet Black StazOn ink. This will keep the image from running. It's waterproof, so it'll keep the image from running when I go to color it in. So I've stamped my image, and then I'm going to take the paintbrush tip of my Pool Party marker and just outline the wings and then the edges of the bird. And the heart. Then I'm going to take my Pool Party ink pad, and I've just pressed the ink pad on the inside cover to get a little bit of ink there. And I'm using my blender pen. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this ink and color in what isn't left, and it just gives a little bit of light shading. Okay, then I'm going to take my Certainly Celery marker and just color in the leaves. Okay, now I'm ready to take my paper piercing pad with the template, and I'm going to use this as my guide, this little line on the inside of this inside square, and these holes are a little bit wider apart, which is kind of what I'm going for. And I'm just going to take this narrower line here and line it up underneath Wedding Wishes, and I'm going to punch 9 holes, so I'm just centering those. You can see the hole and then the W for wedding. And I've got that lined up, and then I'm going to use my paper piercing tool to just punch the holes across. This will be my guide for where I want to put the pearls. So now I'm taking the basic pearls, and I'm using the tiniest ones, and I'm just going to use my paper piercing tool to pick these up. You can just get them on the tip of your paper piercing tool and then just pop them into place. I love the adhesive on the back of these. This makes this so easy, and if you don't get it in the right spot, just kind of move it and press it again. This is pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of patience to get them picked up. Okay, so there I have all of my pearls in place, and that paper piercing was the perfect guide to keep those evenly positioned and perfectly in line. I love that. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm just going to use my snail adhesive and layer right onto this layer of Pool Party paper. I'm just centering this. Now I'm going to take the trim corner punch and just a couple of scrap pieces of white cardstock and fit those into the corner. And I've got one punch. I'm going to do one for each corner. And then I'll do this. Okay, so now I've got my 4 scallop corner, and then I'm just going to take and cut each corner out just kind of like that, and I will attach them to the back of this other layer of white. I'm going to do that for each of these corners. I'm just going to put a little bit of snail on the back side of these corners, and then you can turn this over and see how this, you've got this, maybe you can see better if I put it over top. There's a little square of paper, or a little square in this corner, and you can just match those up. There's one. So all I'm doing is putting these on the back side of that cardstock, so you have this little decorative edge. Okay, then we're going to take dimensionals and just put one on each corner. Peel off the backing. And then I can position this right in the center. Just center that onto the 3x3 card front. And then I also took a few, I just basically put a dimensional in each corner to conserve. That'll hold it up. You might even be able to get away with one. And then you just center this on the front side of that white square. So there's your finished gift card. Okay, now for the big one, for the larger card, the 4.5 by 4.5 square, we're going to get this background image using the Sweet Swirls Stampin' Around wheel and Versamark ink, and it's just a very subtle tone-on-tone kind of pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my wheel with the Versamark, and then I've got my, this is 9 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 9 by 4 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/2. And then I'm going to take just a piece of scrap paper along that score line. Move this out of the way. Let's get ourselves in a good position. Okay, so I've got my wheel inked up. And the best way for me to do this is to just roll on a diagonal, and you want to get good pressure so that your image is nice and even. And I just re-ink it after each roll and just follow right behind the last line that I rolled. And I find this is the easiest way without using the guide. You can also use this Stampin' Around wheel guide, which I'll show you that too. You can take this and just put it right along the line that you just rolled. This makes it super easy. You can do it sometimes freehand. I do a lot of them freehand like that at a diagonal. So, and you see it just puts it right in the right place, and then you can line it up again. And just make sure you give good, even pressure. Get that last corner. I don't think I got that one as well. Okay. So that just did the front side to give you this pattern, which is so pretty. I went ahead and also did it on this other little blue layer just to make it consistent. I'll just do this one freehand. And like I say, if you go at a diagonal, it's pretty easy as good. It's pretty easy to get nice even lines. So now I have that layer. I'm not going to show you again how I stamp the image. I've already got one done for you with the pearls on it. And I have all of the other layers that are going to go on this. This is going to layer like so. And this is a scallop square from the Scallop Squares Duo die. It's the largest one. And that's going to be the bottom layer. So I'm just going to use snail adhesive to adhere this layer. So I have those layers together, and then I'm just going to take and fold my base using the bone folder. And then I will use dimensionals to adhere this. To the card front. We'll just center that on the front, and then I'm going to also use dimensionals for this. And we'll just center that right in the center square, and it just gives it a little more dimension. And so that's all there is to it. The Easy Event stamp set is filled with great images and greetings for almost every occasion. There are 8 images with the greetings, and it makes it a great stamp set for someone who doesn't have a lot of stamps already, because it covers so many different events. If you'd like to order this set or any of the products that I've used here today, you can order online through my Stampin' Up! Website or contact me, and I'd be happy to place the order for you and have it shipped directly to you. Thanks so much for watching.